Let's click the live test button now. You need to select X or O from here. I select X. Now the screen changed like this. At the top, tic-tac-toe and player 1's turn are displayed. You need to create the code so that you can click on these boxes and play the game. Here is the first player's chance. I chose X for the first player. Therefore, when I click on this box, the letter X needs to be displayed in that box. Next, the second player gets the chance. Since the first player chose X, the second player gets the letter O. Now, if the second player clicks on a box, the letter O should be displayed in that box. Next, the first player gets the chance again. In this way, the two players need to take turns. At the same time, it is necessary to display which player's chance it is in this label. Now, let's create the code for this section. I click this close button and come back to the code. Let's drag a when any label click code block under any component like this. Click on the arrow in front of the label and select button. Next, we need to check if this is a player 1's opportunity or player 2's opportunity. Let's drag an if-else code block under control into the when any button click code block like this. First, let's check if this is the first player's chance. Here, for the condition, I drag a code block with the and sign under logic. Let's drag a code block with the equal sign under logic to the left of the sign. To the left of this equal sign, drag an app variable game state code block in variables and drag a code block with a pair of inverted commas under text to the right of the equal sign. Let's type play here. OK. Now the part of left side of the and sign is complete. Next is the right side. Here I am attaching a 0 is even code block from map. Now instead of 0 here, let's connect an app variable turns code block from variables. Again here, click on the arrow in front of even and select odd. OK. Now we have finished creating the condition. We checked here whether the game has started. That means the value of the game state variable is checked if it is true. We also checked whether the value of the turns app variable is an odd number. While playing the game, player 1 gets the first chance. Player 2 gets the next chance. Again, player 1 gets the third chance, again the fifth time. In this way, if the value of the term variable is an odd number like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, we can decide that the opportunity is that of the first player. Next, the letter chosen by player 1 out of the two letters X and O at the start of the game should appear as the text of the button that is clicked. At this point, the selected letter is assigned in the variable player Q choice. For this, a set label titles text to code block under any component is dragged into the if code block like this. Let's click on the arrow in front of label and give button here. I drag a component code block connected to a when any button click code block and connect it here. Now for the text, let's connect an app variable player 1 choice code block from variables. OK. Now if player 1 had selected the letter X here on the click button, the letter X will be displayed. In this way, if the letter O was selected, the letter O will be displayed on the click button. Now player 1's turn is over. Next is the second chance. Therefore, we increase the value of the turns variable by 1. I drag a chance app variable turns by 1 code block into the if code block like this. Also, next is player 2's turn. So, we need to display player 2's turn in the label turn. For this, click on label turns and drag a set label turns text to code block below change app variable turns by 1 code block. For the text here, we give player 2's turn. OK, I think that it would be better if the value of the turns variable and the text of the label turn were changed after a while after clicking on a button. Therefore, let's drag a wait 1 seconds code block above change app variable turns by 1 code block. Here, the time is changed to 0.2 seconds. OK, now we have finished creating the code for when the first player clicks on a button.